फिक्की यानी फेडरेशन ऑफ इंडियन चेंबर्स ऑफ कॉमर्स एंड इंडस्ट्री ने अपनी नेशनल एग्जीक्यूटिव कमेटी मीट श्रीनगर में मंगलवार को मुनक्कद की। इस खास इजलास की सदारती तकरीर जनाब उमर अब्दुल्ला ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टर जम्मू एंड कश्मीर ने की, जिन्होंने रियासत के माशी तरक्की, निवेश और रोजगार के नए मौक़ों पर अपनी सोच पेश की। इस मौके पर कई नुमाया शख्सियात ने शिरकत की, जिनमें मिस्टर हर्षवर्धन अग्रवाल, प्रेसिडेंट फिक्की और वाइस चेयरमैन एंड मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर इमामी लिमिटेड डॉक्टर ज्योत्सना सूरी, फॉर्मर प्रेसिडेंट फिक्की और चेयरपर्सन एंड मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर द ललित सूरी हॉस्पिटैलिटी ग्रुप मिस्टर अनंत गोयंका, सीनियर वाइस प्रेसिडेंट फिक्की और वाइस चेयरमैन आरपीजी ग्रुप और मिसेज ज्योति विज, डायरेक्टर जनरल फिक्की शामिल थे। इस मीटिंग का मकसद जम्मू कश्मीर में निवेश, सयाहत, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर और लोकल एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप के जरिए माशी तरक्की को फरोग देना था। इजलास के आखिर में एक इंटरैक्टिव सेशन हुआ जहां पार्टिसिपेंट्स ने मिलकर रियासत के मुस्तकबिल के लिए मुश्तरका तौर पर काम करने का अज़म का इजहार किया।
Even autumn hasn't been as promising as we had hoped it would be. We had hoped to see a reasonably strong tourism growth, particularly from the east of India, centered around the Puja holidays, and the fact that we draw a lot of our tourism from West Bengal and large groups from there, which unfortunately this year we didn't see in the numbers that we had hoped to. Now our next hope is for a decent winter season. We are hearing that this winter will be more extreme than past winters, and that we can hope for more snow than perhaps in previous ones. If that's the case, then hopefully we will rebuild our tourism on the snow of Jammu and Kashmir. But tourism is not the only part of Jammu and Kashmir's economy. Jammu and Kashmir's economy, in fact, contrary to a lot of popular misbeliefs, the tourism industry is a much smaller part of Jammu and Kashmir's economy than a lot of people understand it to be. In fact, the mainstay of our economy actually revolves around agriculture and horticulture, both in terms of its contribution to our SGDP and contribution to the workforce and employment. More than 60 to 70% of our population is either directly or indirectly related or connected to these two sectors. A large part, 20% plus of our economy, draws its income from this area. But it's also an area that is ripe with potential, because more often than not, most of our produce from here goes out exactly as it comes from nature. There is very little value addition that is done within Jammu and Kashmir, and this, I believe, opens a lot of opportunities for industry in J&K, both Jammu side and Kashmir side. To give you a small example, dairy. It might surprise you to know that only about 4 to 5% of our dairy production is actually then processed here in Jammu and Kashmir. 95% of our dairy produce just goes into the market unprocessed. Now if you compare that to Gujarat, where almost 85 to 90% of dairy produce is then processed in Gujarat, that will give you an idea of the potential that exists in one small part of the agriculture and allied services economy. Electronics, we had the makings of an electronics industry in Jammu and Kashmir before militancy broke out in the late 90s. You had RPG Goenka group here, you had Continental Devices, you had Union Carbide. The list goes on and on of industries that were starting to set up in Jammu and Kashmir, but unfortunately, because of circumstances, had to move out. We have a competitive advantage in the cement industry. There is a lot of interest both in terms of establishing new units in the cement area or buying into existing cement industries. The railways was talked about. It is both an opportunity as well as a threat, because at the moment that railway seems to be used to bring cement in more than take products out from here. But we do hope that over time the railway will find its own balance, where products will come in but products will go out as well.
All of us, it is our responsibility as members of the industry and citizens of India to work together to ensure that the state reaches its level of peace, happiness and economic prosperity. So there are several people sitting in this hall and they represent many different industries. So while I know and I'm part of the tourism industry myself, that tourism is the mainstay for this state. We have to explore other opportunities as well. And there are many people in this hall who would be happy to, of course, associate with that. With that, sir, I once again warmly welcome you. Thank you very much for being with us, and we are looking forward to hearing from you as to how we, all of us, can work alongside with you to help regain and bring economic prosperity to this lovely state of Jammu and Kashmir.
FICCI remains steadfast in its commitment to supporting the government of Jammu and Kashmir in advancing initiatives across tourism, horticulture, MSMEs, skill development, and public-private partnership. Our priorities at FICCI, rural prosperity, Make in India, sustainability, and women-led growth, are closely aligned with the national vision of Viksit Bharat. We look forward to deepening our engagement with your government in these focus areas through investment facilitation, capacity building, and technology adaptation. Honorable Sir, while the government of Jammu and Kashmir participates in many flagship initiatives of FICCI at the national level, we also have had the privilege of working closely with your government through some of the collaborative initiatives in Srinagar itself. The FICCI Golf Tourism Summit and Tournament held a few months back this year, the Jammu and Kashmir Tourism Revival Dialogue, and the Illicit Trade Awareness Drive all held a few months back this year itself.